Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Automaton. Once again, I feel I must thank one of my patrons, Sith Rebel 15. Thank you very much for your support and patronage. Now, as you can see behind me, yes, it is still there. I have not exploded the windmill in question. And in fact, I have been very busy. Yes, I have not built the entire house or anything, but as you can see, I have been doing a few things. Namely, I decided that I would go with the treated wood for the base, at least. Obviously, it will need a lot of trim and kind of like decoration, but I added a small deck and I put down some birch floor just because it seems to have a nice contrast to it. I've got a little hatch back here that leads down into the puppy area, which I think was quite appropriate. You know, I've just got like some chiseled dirt in the background, so nothing really too fancy there. Now, they might be a little bit too close still. I might have to look into maybe getting some kind of muffler if they're going to be barking the whole time. And in fact, I have been eating chicken sandwiches, which are really, really good. Thanks to these little dudes down here. I'm keeping up quite well. It's just a couple chickens so far over all these episodes. And at one point, I did the inevitable. I crashed and corrupted my game. That's right, I did. But I had a backup. So, as you do, there is backups regularly made in this. You probably even see the notifications pop up in the little chat messages every now and then. Backup being made. I also rearranged a whole bunch of stuff. I put a whole bunch of compacting drawers, redid the inventory, and moved several things around so that it was a little bit easier to move around in here. But, yeah, I restored it. I lost about, I don't know, an hour's worth of messing around with stuff, but I still got plenty done nonetheless. So, I thought we would continue at this point. It was relatively mundane items, just, you know, mostly decoration, some mining. I added, you know, a little bit of a framework to that as well, but I still need to move these somewhere or make them a little bit more, I don't know, appropriate, because right now having those just growing in the front lawn doesn't seem to work. The garden is fine. I don't have a need for it at the moment, so I really haven't been touching it. But I have some things that I have in mind. One of which is meaning we're going to be going back into the Nether. I have an area set up for that. But until then, I like that thing. I really need to start building like a framework for it so that it looks a little bit more immersive. Oh, that was one of the things that I did, is the quests. I finished building a bunch of hemp. And yes, if you missed it at the very end of the previous video, I was missing a lever. Sometimes the most simple things are the most difficult to remember as you progress through stuff if you haven't worked on something in a while. So, I'll put a lever in here. It works fine. And in fact, I've got lots of hemp fiber and seeds. Lots of hemp fiber and seeds, so much so I don't even know what to do with them anymore. I'll probably put them in another drawer. I don't have anything up here because for some reason, once a regular chest, if you look here, this one opens just fine with the compacting drawers above it, or regular drawers. But if I use one of the iron chest styled ones with any of those above it, it won't open anymore. So therefore that's kind of a downside. And these all have like mixed stuff in them still. I still have like drops and wools and stuff. Then I've got my tech armored weapons chest, most wood and plant products, and of course the farming stuff. This is my output chest, which at one point was actually half full because I had so many materials that while I was mining. I still have all of my regular stuff in my skystone chest. This is just a secondary input for just smelting things, because the input on this is top and right, so it'll pull from the pulvis. Now, therefore, I can just instantly smelt things like foods or something. I don't have to grind up the chicken and then cook it, as an example. And this isn't actually being used to pull in or push out or anything like that. Yeah, it just doesn't work so good with these two the way that they are, and I would have to make something way too complex to get it to automatically do it, so I really wasn't that bothered. And I just have this sitting over here at the moment. I mean, I suppose I could probably just, let's dig this up, and I could probably break that, put that there, and then where's that? Oh, I've got the torch already on my hotbar. Put that back in place. There we go. And now it's a little bit less in the way, and this is in fact, there, off. And I've got all these things still in here. It's a bit much, but it's going quite well, short of that one corruption and terrible area I do like the little deck that we've got here. I might actually expand this out another layer, like one block out further, but for now I think it's actually quite well. It's a little bit compact. Oh, I need to show you downstairs. I started, now this is going to look a little bit wonky at first. It's like, well, what is going on here? This is going to be a stairway going up. I don't think that I'm going to be using that color, but I don't even know if I'm going to use this color for these. But I went with iron and lead, and it kind of gives like this nice contrast of stuff. I might use this in like a regular basement, but I still need to change out these walls. And we now have a nice kind of library set up. Not sure if I'm too crazy about the ceiling, but the floor turned out pretty cool. It just kind of looks like I'm weaving the floor. But this is where the enchanting table can be placed. And I look forward to messing around with that. But until then, we're going to keep that door closed and move on with a bunch of quests, of which, oh gosh, it's so freaking bright. Up there at the windmill, I'm not going to look at it because of the sun, but up at there we go. I can keep the sun off the edge of the view here. I right-clicked while I climbed up there with a bunch of the where is it? Not these. No, there it is, powering up. These here. The windmill sails. I had 8 of them. I completed it, and I clicked them up there. Oh, it feels good to actually be getting ahead on this stuff. But yeah, just right-click the sails onto the center hub of the windmill, and it installs them. And then I can claim the loot chest, and we can move on with more stuff. In fact, let's put this back in here. Oh, I've got other things in my inventory that I need to deal with. Bacon and egg sandwiches. That's a good reward. There's 64 of them. Holy cow, look how good those are. I think I'm going to finish my chicken sandwiches first, and then we'll start working on those. That's great. Oh, that's really nice. That's better than the corn. Oh. I wonder what the saturation is on those. But anyway, I found out that I've been mining like ender ores in the underground. I didn't even realize. You can make ender pearls with these things. Look at that. That's just it's ridiculous. And then the rotten flesh. If we look up the use on this, we can make a Yahammer from woot on that one, among other things. I mean, obviously we can make like different skulls and heads, factory layout and whatnot, compressed flesh blocks and woot guide. Yeah, lots of interesting stuff. Plus, I can also convert that into monster jerky or biofuel if I really wanted to go crazy. But that's kind of interesting because I think that actually takes me down some other quests. So I really want to finish the getting started stuff, though. I think I've only got 3 left here, and I'm pretty sure that I can manage these now that I have a bunch of ender pearls because I've been finding ender ores. So we're going to try hopper upgrades. Now, I already made a hopper pipe. I did mess around with that a little bit. It's not that as useful when you start splitting it off or something. It's only good for like one pipe in one direction. But I did make some. Let's see, I've got 6 of them here. And when you place them, basically where you're placing them, like I clicked there on the ground, it's going to try and figure out where to go from there. But if I click here, you can see it's got like a little T symbol. That's the direction that things are going to be filtered in. But you have to have a hopper going into this in order for it to work. Let's see if I can harvest all those up. So it's cool. Basically, it's cheaper than a hopper because the recipe of that makes you 3 of them. And it kind of acts like a hopper. But you can also go up with it. So that's kind of cool. But you don't really want a whole bunch of them like splitting off into multiple directions. Because I was trying to have it go from down here into something else and with the lava. And it just wasn't really working so well. So I don't really recommend that too much. But we do have a filtered hopper. The filter hopper allows you to set up to 5 items in the bottom row as whitelist items to filter through the hopper. Give it a redstone signal and the filter becomes a blacklist. It's nice. All right, so the item faucet, which is this one over here, is a sort of reverse hopper. It will take items from the connected inventory and dump them out into the world. Giving the faucet a redstone signal will stop the faucet. Depressing the handle on top will reverse this behavior. Giving a redstone signal will start the faucet. So then we can choose our choices here. And of course, I'm not really familiar with what the price of a filter hopper is. Hopper pipes, that's a bit of iron, but I've got plenty of that. So let's take a look at this filter hopper. That's actually pretty darn cheap, especially since I've been to the nether and I have nether quartz access. So let me just get all of those products and we'll get that underway. Looks like I only have one string. Well, not to worry, because industrial hemp fiber can be used to make string, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. There we go. I now have plenty of string, and I don't need to worry about running out of that anytime soon. 1, 2, 3 should be all I need for making this filtered hopper. So let's... Oh, right. And I need a hopper as well. Let me grab that. There we go. Just grab one from my tools chest. Now, if I can make a bunch of these, then make the redstone comparator, and then I should be able to make the filtered hopper. So that should take care of one of them. Detect. And that will take a moment. I probably need to open it, close it. Yep, there we go. Or close it and open it. Now an item faucet. And I'm thinking I'm going to go for the that loot chest so far, because I don't think that the others are really worth it. And I might get something good. Probably going to get something crap. But I might get something good out of it. Redstone torch. Okay, well that's not bad. I've got some sticks in here. A bunch of hopper ducts, or hopper pipes, which I've got some already. So let's see if I can make this. There we go. One of those. 3 of these. Item faucet. Oh, cool. It completed automatically. So as... Oh no, it's a choice reward. So I'm going to take the loot chest. We'll see if I get anything good this time. Hopefully I do. That would be very nice. Constantan and Electrum. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. That's about the amount... That's more than the amount that I would have gotten in iron, just in like total bars. And those are alloys, which I don't have currently anywhere. I'm keeping my wub ingots in here. I'm also keeping wub gems. I've stopped smelting up all my wub items because I'm going to be using these in the nether in the future, and you'll probably see why. But I don't know if I'll show that this episode or not, because I just want to get really through a whole bunch of these quests. All right, let's get into the mining world task here. You need a mining multi-tool, and then we get our options of making some magma leggings, loot chest, or I can make my own magma leggings at this point because I've got some ender pearls. I mean, what is the use for this? Is magma blocks, magma cream, which, oh, I forgot to mention, I can make slime balls now because of the cactus that I got. Let's see here. It's in here. There we go. Lime dye, right? Just mix it with some bone meal. So that's not a problem. On top of that, I think I've got some blaze powder. Not much. That's not much blaze powder. Actually, I might just take those leggings, because getting blaze powder isn't quite as easy. Or wait, do I have? Never mind. I've got some blaze rods that I can probably toss in here. Output, shut that off, and we'll toss these in. And I do have a couple speed upgrades in here. I've got a lot of speed upgrades in this one. I was thinking if I can get an infinite lava source, this would make things real cheap and easy. There we go. That actually wasn't too bad. All right, so slime balls. As I was saying, they're not very difficult to make now. It's just some clay, bucket of water, some bone meal, and lime dye will make me 1. Now, it's not a lot, but it is a way of making some, even though I don't have anything near me to start making those with. So I figured I would start trying to make some of these, and then I would try taking these off because they're actually slightly damaged, and I don't know if this is even going to work with these items. No. Has to be repaired. Ugh. Okay, fine. I will grab some emeralds, and I will see if I can repair this with one of those. Oh, I'm level 46, so this is actually really expensive enchant, but there we go. So if I do that, a couple of these and 4 of those, there we go. So look, I got my magma leggings. Now I can go for another loot chest, which is probably just going to give me a few planks of wood, and I wasted those materials. But this also means that I can continue on with this as well. So I need 2 more slime or magma creams there, and this one I'll need 2 more as well. So I'll just fix up my new armor and be back in a moment. And there we go. I now should have a complete Hawaiian outfit, which gives me resistance and fire resistance. Oh, I don't know that that's going to be fire immunity or not, but hey, less fire damage while in the nether is definitely a good thing. let's just put the rest of these things away now. But before I do, that's right, mining multi-tool, which means I will go for the loot chest, because the obsidian leggings aren't quite as good. This one just gives you resistance, and I think they're less than the magma leggings. But we're going to go for the mining tool, which allows you access to the mining dimension. Now in this case, I don't know that it has anything special set up there, but allow you to create a portal to a super flat, always day, peaceful mining world. Oh wow, okay. So they changed that a little bit. That's kind of nice. Just craft the tool with stone bricks to create the portal blocks, then build a portal the same shape as a standard nether portal. Minimum 10 portal blocks. Right-click the portal with the multi-tool, light it, then sneak inside the portal to go to the mining dimension. And then the same to get back. So, let's see about making that. Ooh, this is a little bit different of a recipe than what I'm used to. We'll take some nether bricks, flint and steel, diamond paxel, and a treated stick. Okay, so it is slightly restricted, but I do have all these materials simple enough. I will just need a few items, and then I should be good to go. Alright, that should be everything I need. At this point, we need to make flint and steel, and we need to make diamond paxel, which requires one of each of the apparent tools. There we go, and then I need to make the paxel. I made 2 axes. Crud. Well, guess what? I've got an extra diamond axe. Good thing that I've been finding tons of diamonds. There we go, and now I should be able to make the rest of this, because I just smelted up some nether rack into nether bricks. And we got a mining multi-tool. And then the quest is completed. We go for the loot chest and hope for something good. Let's find out if it is or not. I would say not. Well, you can't have good results every time. Alright, so let's actually see about... Oh wait, I need to make... Wait, what? Dimension charger. This leads to Dimension 6, the mining world. What? Oh, changer. Okay. Okay, yeah. What I need to do, though, is make a bunch of bricks so I can make a portal frame. I forgot about that as well. So let's open this up, take a bunch of these, and make these up quick. There we are. And now if I just take these and combine them with this, there we are. We get a mostly used mining tool. And then I just need to make a frame down where I want this to be, which I'm actually going to put it downstairs by the other portal that was here. Here we go, and we've got our normal nether portal, and I'm kind of thinking I just run through, and I put this one on the other side. Just kind of put it a little further through, make it a little bit more interesting again. Alright, and there we go. I've got a very simple, straightforward portal. Right click, it lights it. To go through the portal, you have to sneak in it. So then I just go in, I can stand here, sneak, and it's a bright, sunny day in the world. There we go. I'm now in a super flat world. Doesn't look like... Oh, wait, are there structures? There might actually be structures. I don't know, but it does look rather bleak. I suppose if I just wanted to run around gathering berries, it'd be an easy way to go. And I can mine down, and you can actually get extra blocks down here that you normally wouldn't find in the overworld, like slime blocks and the like. But let's just continue through. You know, I have the double portal section area there. And now we head back up and continue on with more quests. Oh, that's bright. Alright, so that completes all but one. Where was that village? So, we need to make a warpstone, which was a problem for me before, because warpstones cost ender pearls and some kind of purple powder. But I should have enough here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that I can go there. Oh my gosh. And I just need to make some purple dye, which can be made in multiple ways. You can use inspirations to make it with liquids, or you can do it with your standard red and blue stuff. And I think I've already got some of the standard red and blue. Yes, I do. 1, 2, and I'm going to take a little bit of some lapis. There we are. Combine these in my own crafting grid, make the standard purple dye. And then I think it needs an emerald. I forgot about that. That's pretty cheap too, considering that I've been getting plenty of these things. So let's see if I can make this, make a warpstone, and quest complete. Gone out exploring and found something cool like a village or dungeon and forgot to mark it, or just don't want to make the trip? Waystones are an easy way to get around the world. Whenever you find someplace you want to go again, just plop down a Waystone, right-click it to activate it, and give it a name. Then you can use your Warp Stone to go back there anytime. Of course, you'll want this Waystone to place at your base first, where you'll have a long walk back. Item reward. 2 Waystones. That's actually really good. Because if I'm not mistaken, Waystones are a little bit expensive because they require a Warp Stone to make. Which means a whole bunch more Ender Pearls and whatnot. And my Ender Pearl stash is getting a bit low, even though I had Ender Ores that I was in there with. So I now can teleport to other areas, which is that town over there. Or you can just hit escape and go back. And I'm thinking it would be a good idea at this point to place one by the house here. So I might build this up, lift it, replace it, whatever later. But I think we're going to put it here and call it Home Sweet Home. There we go. And you can now also teleport to these places. If they're not too far away, it doesn't cost anything usually. If they are farther away, it will often cost you levels to get there. But one way or another, I can now use my Warp Stone. And I'm checking to see if it's going to use any levels at this point to get to Home Sweet Home. Okay, besides being extremely loud, yeah, you've got a 300-second cooldown on that one. All right, well, now I know. That's very good to know, actually. So I can keep the other one with me for now. And if I find something really neat, like if I go into my journey map, and we are currently here, if I find something very interesting, like this large ruins over here, or perhaps up above, I found that water temple, I could put something down nearby, then we could teleport back and forth much easier with those. And that, my friends, completes all of the getting started, because this here is just for pack updates. Nothing really fancy there. And that means we can move on with other stuff. Powering up, overcoming your enemies. I can show you the world. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I can get into a lot of this stuff. Steel production, it's something I probably should start, because I am going to need it. And that's going to need blast bricks. 27 of which means I need at least 9 blaze powder and a lot of bricks and nether bricks. So let's see if I can grind up some more of those blaze rods. Looks like the 2 that I have aren't going to be enough, and if I get 3 from 1, then that should probably help out. So let's just put those in there. I will then start putting a little bit more lava back in. There we go. I now have 9 blaze powder, and I just need a bunch of bricks. Okay, there we go. That should be enough to make all the blast bricks that I need. 27. All right, now I'm going to be extremely... Oh, there we go, steel production. I forgot about that. Uncreative in my placement of this. As usual, I'll take the last loot chest, and we'll see what we get with that. Let's hope for something good. Hey, steel fence and steel scaffolding. I will gladly take that. We're going to put that in the tech chest. And then I'm going to be placing this on top of the coke oven right now, because I figure I don't really have a spot for it prepared. I wanted to start making a like a basement area, but as I can't automate this thing, I might as well just take advantage of it and place things where I can in the meantime. Ow. Okay, now I just need my hammer. Oh, I don't even have it in here. I thought that I had it in here. Well, let's grab it. I'm taking back the steel scaffolding and fence because I realized in my search for my hammer that all that stuff was in here. Whoops. Anyway, let's grab this hammer and whoop, there we go. We now have this, what we're looking for. And in here, we've got lots of coal coke. It's going to be very useful for making all sorts of steel. And with these compacting drawers, it should make things easier. How many? I've got 67 blocks of iron. I think I'm good for a little bit. Let's take a stack of iron. Why not? And we'll put that in here. Sorry. And we'll put 17 of these in here, and we'll see how far it goes. I have no idea how far that's going to make it, but it's going to be incredibly slow. And I'm probably going to leave this running or something like that. I'm not really sure. But either way, let's put these off and Put that hammer and this warp stone in here for now that it is recharged. Liking that a lot. And in fact, I'll even put my mining multi-tool in my backpack for later as well. Now, while that's smelting, we have other things. Wait, large item storage. What is it? Oh, okay, item tanks. I forgot about these. The silo can be used to store large amounts of a single item, up to 24 chests worth. That's 41,472 items. Items are piped into the top and can be extracted from the bottom. Extraction requires a redstone signal to be applied to the silo. Now, here's the sad thing, is that when you've got access to things like this, storage drawers, the item silos, they're not useful. They're cool, but they're not useful. And yeah, I feel kind of sad about it. But, okay, well, I need a whole lot of iron sheet metal. Which actually, iron sheet metal is made with iron plates, a 1-to-1 ratio. And therefore, I need 50. Okay, so I'll just need to grab a stack. These, that was only 27. Okay, maybe I take some of these iron blocks out, because I think I might have gone a little too crazy. In fact, I don't even think that's going to smelt that much, but I might put these back in, because that was like all my iron. I didn't realize that. Whoopsie. Let's put this back in as well. And 1 stack, please. Should be enough. Yes. Okay, 50? Oh, I'm 7 shy. All right, well, I've got another hammer in here for just this reason, and I should be able to get 50. There we go. Now, here's the thing, is that I think, yeah, it's not really going to work. It's going to leave me with 2 left over, so I am going to need to make a couple more pieces just to get that last bit. There we go. There we are. 50 iron sheet metal. Quest complete. And we're taking the last loot chest as before. We're going to claim that. And, oh, large item. Wait, what? What did I get? Oh, because I already got this one. Was it? I'm confused. Why did that complete again? Oh, large fluid storage is the same thing? That is really weird. Okay, I will take it. So I get double loot chests for that one. Maybe it was 2 different ones or something? I'm thoroughly confused. I did large item storage and large fluid storage, which require the same materials. I guess it pays to kind of go through those things at the same time. I got 8 basic drawers. Well, that's not bad. Could have been better. 16 stone and 8. Ooh. Okay. Those are kind of crappy rewards. But let's just put all those in there for now. And I can put some of my iron away that's left over. I have enough iron sheet metal that I can make an item or fluid silo, which I may, just for the sheer quantity of, here we go, creosote that I currently have. I mean, I have a little bit in here as well, but no biggie there. So let's head back. And we also have an option for battery storage, a way of increasing furnaces, which, yeah, I kind of feel that the pulvis and the furnace kind of negate that a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. We have a way of storing power, transportation. I don't know if these keep branching out and stuff, but this would be something worthwhile. Better steel production. Now, it's going to take me a while. 27 of those. Reinforced blast bricks. Those require steel plates, 1-to-1 ratio. So we're going to need at least 27. I just clicked on the wrong thing. 27 steel, which means at least 27 iron. And you're seeing how slow this is. Then once that's in place, we can then start powering it and increasing the speed at which that's made exponentially. It's so much faster. But we have also water wheels, which we could make as well. That's pretty cool. And I'm thinking maybe, while I'm at it, I might make a yaw hammer and a Stygian iron anvil if possible. I'll get some Woot guide and a factory layout. If I can make these, I think that that's worthwhile just so I can get this quest line started. And then we'll probably end the episode there. I realize that I haven't really been going out and questing much. I think maybe next time we'll go out questing in another area and see if we can check out some of those new locations with my new warpstone. Because getting that halfway through the episode kind of negates any exploration stuff that you might be able to find out. So let's see, a yaw hammer. Recipe for that's bones, string, and rotten flesh. So let's see. Do I have enough bone? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some string, 1, 2, 3, and some rotten flesh. I think that's what it was. Yeah, actually, I think I have one too many string. There we go. Now, can I make this? Yes, I have a Yahammer. Oh, right. I'm like sitting here waiting for it to complete. Stygian iron anvil. That requires Stygian iron ingots and Stygian iron blocks. Well, Stygian iron ingots made from Stygian iron dust. Well, how do you make Stygian iron dust? You combine them in a Stygian iron anvil. No, seriously, there are other ways of doing it. And it actually lies not in the dust, but in the Stygian iron ore, per se. You just take some netherrack, iron ore, and soul sand together with a Yahammer, and you get the iron, the Stygian iron ore, as it is. Only problem is I think I might have used up all my iron ore. I didn't think about that. I've been processing everything. Yeah. So I'm probably going to have to go mining. So don't do what I did and vein mine with this. I had to actually install the latest update of, was it Tiny Progressions that has a fix for that in it? And that seems to have fixed it, but my world had already been corrupted. So therefore, if you are playing this mod pack, I recommend that you unlock the profile. Yeah, I've been mining a little bit. And then you update Tiny Progressions. And then after that, yeah, I've been mining a lot. You can then relock the profile and continue on from there. Because, yeah, you don't want to run into that problem like I did. That's just terrible. It was really bad. It was very sad, and nobody wants their world corrupted when they're playing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, you know, do the usual stuff. I'm not even going to say that anymore. So, yeah, I do appreciate everything that you guys do for me. And be sure to check us out on Twitch. That's right. We stream most nights around 10 p.m. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.